Alright lads, in this video we're going to be taking a look at the BF 109 F4. It's the new top tier reward for the battle pass for, well, whatever season this one is. It's shit. It's ranked a top tier reward. We're getting level 75 and it's only a rank 3 premium. Pretty cringe from Guardian, to be honest. It's battle rating 4.0 I believe, or something like that. I'll show you in a little bit in the actual War Thunder itself. We're also going to be taking a look at the planned battle rating changes, but we'll get up to that shortly. So anyway, this will be the main prize in the new season of War Thunder's Battle Pass, sorry. It's just the BF 109 F4. You can take it either with just a single nose-mounted cannon or the two wing-mounted gun pods. Awfully bland, I must say. I do agree with you, see you last. I think with this point you do get a single like napalm bomb. Not really useful at all in my opinion. But anyway. So in game, we already have the BF 109 G2 in the Italian tech tree. This is at 4.3 and is a slight modification over the F, it's a newer model. The F4 is here, as you can see in the German tech tree, it's a 4.0 plane. This used to be one of the best dogfighting planes in the game. It is an energy fighter, but it's got a very good turn rate for a BF 109. It's quite light as they go. Don't have all the stupid late war like stuff added onto it, the airframe and stuff. Got a nose-mounted 15mm. Are they the gun? No, they're the gun pods, aren't they? Actually, don't know. Yeah, the R1, they're the gun pods. I think you get a 20mm in the nose. I think you might get either 15mm or 20mm gun pods on the wings. That is not a BF 109 F4. But anyway, it's coming to the Italian tech tree. I don't think they have a BF 109. No, they only get the G14 and the G10, do they? Or do they not even get that? So, it's not going to be a bad plane. It's just the fact that this is the main prize. Like, if the main prize is a 4.0 premium, which, to be honest, anybody that wants to grind the Italian tech tree has probably already done it. So again, why are they even bothering with this? It's just so disappointing. So apart from the rather disappointing battle season, well, the battle pass reward, we also have some battle rating changes coming in, well, this month, January 2023. Some of them are quite good, some of them are a little bit dodgy. So the Strela 10 is one of the best air defense vehicles in the game at the minute. Well, it's one of the best infrared guided air defense vehicles in the game. And for some reason, it's going down to 9.0. This is quite stupid considering that the Ocelot is 9.3 and is quite a lot worse than this vehicle. We also have the Marder 1A3. It's going down to 7.7. Not really too sure why, to be honest. It's quite a decent vehicle. It's not the best in the world, but a little bit unnecessary in my opinion. It's kind of got the Object 906 syndrome, although it's not as powerful as that tank. But again, don't really know why. I'm going to skip all these because I don't really play arcade and I doubt you do either. The M48s are finally going down to the 7.0, the same battle rating as they are in the German tech tree. Pretty dumb again, to be honest. The tank is pretty well armoured. Decent gun. I think that the M47, the tank which came before the M48, is actually a lower battle rating despite having worse armour, but just having a little bit better mobility. The Magak 1 is just an M48, so same change really. The AS42, it's either Italian or Swedish, I don't really know. It's not really worth talking about, 2.0. The IKV 103, I believe it's a tank destroyer in the Swedish tech tree. Quite a big drop in battle rating down to 4.0. Not really my area of playing, really. I don't really play low tier Sweden. But one of the biggest issues I have is the Ruicat 105 going up to 9.0. Why? I'm pretty certain that they're doing this because the Khalid was introduced at 9.0. And people are probably going to buy the Ruicat over the Khalid. So they've probably made it the same battle rating just to make people consider the Khalid instead of that. That's a little bit cynical of me, but it wouldn't surprise me if that is what Guardian have done. Wheeled vehicles did get a bit of a buff in the latest update, but still, it's a little bit suspicious that they're increasing this to the same battle rating as the Khalid. Especially now that the Khalid gets the L23 round. The L23 round, it's got quite high penny if I remember correctly, nearly 410mm, but its angled performance is awful and its spoiling rate is awful. The Khalid is absolute dog trash, do not buy it whatsoever. The Ruicat is a lot better, despite being 9.0. We then go on to the tree, and for a long time now, pretty much everybody, including players and content creators, have been asking for a higher battle rating, and we're finally getting 12.0. This is for all the F16 variants, the MiG-29, but strangely not the F14. Don't really know why. Hopefully before these changes go live, Guardian will change this. The F14 absolutely deserves to be a 12.0 vehicle. I do not understand why at all it already isn't a 12.0 vehicle. But at least it is good that they are increasing the battle rating of these jets. It is needed at the minute. Top tier is a little bit toxic, to be honest. You've got all these SEAL clubber jets fighting stuff like tornadoes and stuff like that. Anyway, the F14 is going to 11.7 as I've covered. The tornadoes are also getting another nerf for some reason. They're going up to 11.7. They are quite good in ground realistic battles, but no idea why they think they need to go up in battle rating. I don't think there even are any 11.7 tanks, to be honest, so it doesn't make any difference whatsoever in terms of CAS. The EJ Kai is also going up to 11.7. This plane has got AIM-9Ls and the AIM-7Fs, as well as the F-16 radar, so it well deserves to be going up in battle rating. It's not as good in terms of engine power or turn rate compared to some of like the F-16 or the MiG-29. Still a very competitive vehicle in the right hands though. GR7 also going up in battle rating to 11.7. This is a subsonic plane at 11.7. Not really too sure about how I feel about that. It is very good in ground realistic battles. That is probably why it is going up in battle rating. Guardian probably should look at having separate battle ratings for ground and realistic. That might be quite hard to implement, but the only reason this thing is such a high battle rating is because of its ground realistic performance. We then have a battle rating increase for the F104Ss. This is pretty dumb in my opinion. The only reason the the F104S has kind of surprised everybody. Everyone thought it was going to be a dead on arrival premium for the Italians. It's actually surprised me and quite a lot of other people just how good it is at grinding. That was when it was at 10.7, now it's going up to 11.0. I can't really say it's going to be that good, to be honest. Going up in a battle rating to 11.7 or 12.0 up tier matches, it's not really going to be that fun, to be honest. The F104S is barely playable now just because you can outrun everybody. But if you go up to 11.0, you are going to be up tiered probably more than you're down tiered. I wouldn't buy this plane at the minute. If you already haven't bought it, I'd just hang fire and see what happens when they increase it in battle rating. Same for the F104S in the tech tree, but it is just a copy and paste with a different camouflage. Some changes to the MiG-21s. They're all going up in battle rating to 10.7 in the arcade battle. Not really something that I cover though, really. Some Chinese helicopters are then getting a battle rating increase. So we have the Z9WA, the Z9W, the Z19 and the Z19E. These are all going up in battle rating by 0.1. Kind of deserve it, to be honest. The Chinese helicopters are quite good, particularly when it comes to the air-to-air capabilities. Not so much the air-to-ground, but still decent helicopters. The F104, the C and the A models are going down to 9.3. This is quite good for F104 players, not really that good for anyone trying to grind the early jets. Being an 8.3 jet trying to counter an F104 is not going to be fun. They are supersonic and have missiles, so not really fun in anyone's opinion, to be honest. Just increase the maximum battle rating up to like 14 and completely decompress it. Anyway, the F104A, the Taiwanese version, is going down in battle rating, to 9.3. Again, same kind of problem as the F104s. This is an afterburning jet with 4 AIM-9Bs, I believe. It's not as fast as the F104s, but it's still faster than most 8.3 jets, so kind of unbalanced. The Mi-24D is going down to 8.7. It's quite good, to be honest. 9.0 is a little bit dead when it comes to Soviet battle ratings. 8.3 and 9.7 are really the meta ones at the minute for the Soviets, so it's a little bit better. 8.7 is a little bit in that. You get up here to 9.7 quite a lot, so it's not really worth playing. The F4UB is actually going down to 5.7. It's quite strange. It was one of the better performing props in the game. We also have the Seafire and the Sea Fury going up in BR, which is strange to me. These planes are quite heavy and not really that great at climbing. They are energy fighters, but they struggle to get up to high altitude to use that energy and put it to work.
Then also have the BF109s, the A4 and the A5. These planes were basically nerfed into the ground in the last couple of updates. All the F190s, sorry, they all had their flight models changed recently, and it's kind of made them into a flying bricks. So they're going down to 4.0. I'd avoid them in general, to be honest. And we have some other changes to some of the other planes. HE100, like no one's flying that. Worth pointing out that some of these planes are now going up to rank 8, so the F14, the 23 MLA, 23 MLD, the 27K, GR7, 2000 CS5, and the F104S are all going from, well, this one's going from 6 to 7. The rest of them are going from 7 to 8. They actually announced this before Christmas that this was going to happen in January, so nothing really expected here. It is kind of what it is, as you'd expect. And to finish off the video, we're going to cover the fleet. I'm not going to be going into very much detail, to be honest, because I can't actually remember what these were. They used to be just the class names, but now they gave them individual ship names, and I don't know them anymore. But anyway, it is nice that the British destroyers are going down from 4.7 to 4.3 in both arcade and realistic. The Americans kind of rule the seas when it comes to naval at the minute with the high explosive spam, so good to see in general. But anyway though, boys, that is pretty much it for this video. Just a quick update before I get back into my regular reviews content. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found this video well, not really entertaining, but informative, I hope. Anyway, boys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.